should describe season 11 for Nissan?
Well, it was amazing. We knew this season we would have been strong because our package had a big improvement in efficiency and the team was growing. But to be honest, we were surprised how dominant we were with the one side of the garage with Oliver. But it's not over yet. Let's see London.
The Gentry Evo era brought a reset, as we've seen Jaguar struggling. How well do you feel Nissan has responded technically?
Well, we had a big improvement in our energy efficiency, which made a difference for us, and that's why we could compete with the top manufacturers. It was a surprise to see Jaguar struggling the first part of the season, but they're coming back. So far it looked like, as manufacturers, Porsche and Nissan were definitely the strongest, but I think next season this will change again. I mean, we will hopefully be at the top, but we will have other manufacturers coming back.
Which race weekend stands out to you and why?
Sorry? Well, we had 4 wins, so in a way all of them were very amazing and important for us. Winning in Tokyo, our domestic market, winning Monaco was important. But I think probably the one that it was important for us, not more important than others, but definitely a key race was Mexico, because we came to the season knowing that we would have been stronger than last year. And we showed it in Brazil, but then we came back with 0 points because of the penalties that we had to pay for technical infringement. So in a way, we saw that the car was fast, but we didn't score any points. So we were confident, but our confidence was kind of affected by the end result. So it was important already from the second race to show that we were actually strong. And so we won Mexico, the second race, and this I think was very important to start in the right way the season.
There are still 2 titles to secure. How has the team prepared for the challenge ahead?
Of course, I mean, we came here in a way more relaxed because we won the championship that media-wise is the one that generates more attention from the public, because public tend to focus on the driver. But for us as manufacturer, both team and manufacturer championship are very important as well. Porsche is very strong, so it's not going to be easy, but of course we'll fight until the last corner of the last race.
Yeah, there's only, if I remember correctly, only 25 points for
23 and 7 for the manufacturer championship.
We in the media center enjoyed the reaction of all team principals, especially yours, when Antonio and Pascal made contact in Berlin. How do you look back at that?
I'm sorry for that. I know it looked not nice, but it was. I explained to Florian, the team principal of Porsche. It was not as it looked like. Yeah. There was a funny moment in the garage, and it looked like as if we were laughing for that, but in reality it was different. And then I know it became viral. All team principals started laughing, but of course we would never laugh at an accident of other drivers. It was a minor one, but still.
Yeah, no. We thought it was a little funny because you all kind of had to like.
Yeah, it became a little bit yes.
Same reaction. No. The rumors about 2 teams leaving, does it make you worry about the future of the series?
Well, I'm worried first of all as Nissan because we lose our partner team next year, McLaren, which is a very bad news for the sport. It's very bad news for us as manufacturer. And to be honest, it's a bad news for the talents involved in the team because they are all top talents and they deserve to be in Formula E. I'm not particularly worried for the future of the sport. Teams coming and going is part of motorsport. It happens in every single series. Definitely it was not a good sign that such a strong team and a strong brand like McLaren could not find a way to sell instead of closing the operations. We are still a young sport. Let's see. We are still confident that this will not happen again in the future, but it's definitely something we are not happy about.
What are your goals for season 12?
Well, we will try to win again the Drivers' Championship and to attack the Team Championship. At this stage, we need to set our ambitions for the Manufacturers Championship, because we will compete only with one team. And already this season we were very competitive with Porsche having 6 cars and we having only 4 cars. But next year, if we are only with 2 cars, it's going to be difficult to attack that one. So we will focus on teams and drivers' championship.
If you look back at your season, what are the things you're happy with and what are the things if you get a chance, you would like to improve?
I'm quite happy with the general pace, because to be honest, since race 1, pretty much every weekend I've been fast, pretty unlucky like so many other guys in the paddock, to be honest. That's the story of Formula E every year. There is some area where just on a personal side I have to improve, like Jeddah for example. I didn't do a good weekend, did some mistake in qualifying, and as well in terms of race strategy, it's something we could have done better, and on my side it's something we improved quite a lot during the season. But yeah, again, I'm not gonna redo the season. As I said, so many people got unlucky at some point. We all know what happened in Miami, for example, on my side, plus some other races where we are going at least for a podium. So that's what it is. The most important is to be in a fight for the team and manufacturer championship. That was the aim, and that's what we are fighting for this weekend.
You should just mention there are still 2 titles to secure. What do you have to do to contribute to that without stating the obvious, which is collecting points?
Yeah, exactly. Honestly, position in race, I don't think will really matter in a way that, we need to score enough points to pass in front of Porsche. But of course, as every weekend, we try to go for the win. If we can do a first podium with both cars together of the season, of course it will help. But at the end, it doesn't really matter the position. We just want to win against Porsche, and that's what we're going to try to do this weekend.
What has been the most challenging part of your season?
I would say to come back again, to change team. It's never easy. It's a lot of thing at the beginning of the season. You have to go through new race engineer, new structure around me. Even if I was with Nissan in season 9, it's kind of a different team. So, and you have almost no time. Race after race, you feel you have to try things when some of the driver maybe are just in details of what they can improve. So yeah, I would say that just come back to a team with a different car, different system, setup, communication. It's always a tricky part. And also the adaptation to the Gen 3.5. Strategy-wise, it's quite a big change. So yeah, I would say that it's some races it could go your way with really not overthinking, and some of the races you were doing perfect job and it doesn't. So that's Formula E. That's why people love to see it as well. And honestly, just the fact to start again with a new kind of project was not easy at the beginning of season, but at the end, as I say, we're in a fight for the championship, so it's good.
What is your opinion about Pit Boost?
But on my side, so far I didn't have any issue on everything, so nothing to complain. Some people will like it, some other people will have a different view on that. On my side, I would say, so far, it went pretty well. It hasn't been an issue at any point. It didn't cost me a race or anything. So honestly, so far, nothing much to say.
How would you rate your own performance this year?
On a personal, from 1 to 10?
Yes.
I would say 6. I've been quite free practice, qualifying on 1 lap. Honestly, I've been always quite good. Of course, for the drivers, there's some races, as I mentioned, Jeddah, where I should have done a better job. I did some mistake during my lap, or in Tokyo, where I went to the duels. I think that day I could have done pole, and I took too much curve, and I touched the wall. But it's more in race, as I say, with a new structure only, with the new format of the Gen 3.5, where in some occasion I could have done better. And it's actually what I've been working and focusing on, because honestly, in Sao Paulo, first race of the season back with Nissan, I made it to the duel, and I was actually before to get the penalty leading the race. So I would say performance-wise, on 1 lap, especially being fast right away. So it's more on the strategy side, where it's the main focus. So I would say 6, because obviously I'm far away in terms of points, but the reality is if you take the 4-5 races where I did the job and we did the job and should have scored the points, Miami should have done 25 points plus fastest lap. I didn't get them at the end. So of course, like at the end of the season, this plus this plus this, I should be 60, 70 points. So it's not like a great season, but it's not a bad season at all. So that's why I would say 6.
What is your goal heading into the final rounds of this season 11?
Just winning the team and manufacturer championship. Honestly, that's the only aim.
We all know there's an F1 group chat with all drivers. Do you guys also have one with all drivers, or separate ones with all drivers living in Monaco? French-speaking drivers, for example.
We do for Formula E drivers, yes. We do have another one, which is an old one with some drivers which are still part of this chat. I don't live in Monaco, so of course I have my friend with Antonio, Stoffel, but yeah, on my side I live in Andorra, Antonio lives in Portugal, so yeah, we all have like WhatsApp, but we don't really have a group chat. I have it with my close friends, I would say, from school. But from the motorsport aspect, racing aspect, yeah, we have a group chat. But as I say, like, yeah, honestly, if we have like something to say, we just text each other directly. Like, there's already like so many group chat with the team. So yeah, we want to avoid that.
It's been 11 days, so almost 2 weeks since you secured the Drivers' Championship. Has it sunk in yet? And now you have had time to reflect. How do you feel?
Yeah, so obviously it's been 2 weeks since we managed to wrap up the championship. I think it's sunk in. I think I've realised what we've achieved. Still yet to enjoy it properly because obviously we've got the 2 races here. But yeah, obviously it's a dream come true. It's something that I've been working really, really hard towards, and really happy that it managed to happen in the end.
How did your daughter react when you came home?
They came to me. I didn't go home. So they flew to London on Monday and joined me there. She keeps calling me the world champion and telling me how proud of me she is, which is really, really nice. She reminds me daily of that and that she's proud of me, which is a really nice touch. So yeah, she's super sweet.
There's still 2 championships to fight for. How do you feel you and Nissan's chances?
Well, for me, I'm relaxed. Obviously, the pressure's on Porsche to consolidate their lead and win the championship. For us, I'm going to enjoy the race, do the best job we can, and yeah, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, I'm still Drivers' World Champion.
That's true. You said in the post-race press conference in Berlin that you were taking the team to Ibiza. Did you already book?
Yep, we're leaving 8:30 Monday morning.
You had a very consistent season. Still, things didn't go to plan. How did you keep your mindset in the right direction?
Look, I had a really good car. The team supported me really well. I think we were fast all season. Of course, we had a few little hiccups at the end, but I think we were just consistent, focused, and I had a fast car, so I was able to execute that in a good way and finish the job, yeah.
What are your goals for next season?
My goal is to be double world champion. So, yeah, I'm quite motivated already. I thought I might want to rest, but I already have one eye on next year.